Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to everybody world over, wherever you are. All our brothers and sisters, we hope that you're taking care of yourself, your family, your friends, your neighbors, your community, because you've got to be supportive to everybody wherever you are. We know that this is the pandemic and this is coronavirus. The whole world is passing through difficult phases. Some of the pockets are deeply affected and some are less affected. At the same time, we always tell everyone, wherever you are world over, please take care of your health the best possible way. This is the 96th webinar that's on Thursday, 13th of August, 3:30 p.m. Indian Standard Time in India. So when you're logging in from different places, I know you have enjoyed your morning breakfast in Europe. When I'm coming to Central Asia, you all people have taken just your lunch. Coming to South Asia, there also people have enjoyed their lunch. So Bhutan, Nepal, Sri Lanka, Maldives, all the places wherever you are. People, those are in Middle East, they are having their lunch, or they might have just taken the lunch or going to take a lunch, depends on the time. Doha, Qatar, Oman, Kuwait, Abu Dhabi, Sharjah, Dubai. And people, those are in ASEAN, they all must have gone for their evening tea and coffee. So right from Myanmar, Cambodia, Laos, Singapore, Malaysia, Thailand, Indonesia, Philippines, Brunei. So all the 10 countries, 650 million population, we are deeply, deeply grateful to you for joining us. And of course, we have got 270 non-resident Indian families from Bahrain also. Thanks for joining. People going for their dinner or just finished their dinner in Australia, Fiji, New Zealand, and all other places. I go to Mauritius also. People are enjoying over there. Go to Africa continent, different countries, different time zones. So all of you, I'm so grateful to you for having joined this afternoon. Under making education relevant, when we talk about what is the purpose of education, why education? Why somebody should go to school, somebody should go to college, somebody should go to university, somebody should join skill program or competency program. Ultimately, you got to make use of that education in your life. And we look forward to, if the jobs are shrinking, then entrepreneurship is very important. And when we talk about entrepreneurship, either you are an entrepreneur or you are self-employed. Either you generate employment only for yourself or you employ some people in your company, so you increase. So this afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, under women empowerment, under entrepreneurship, and in the series of making education relevant, we have got yet another very dynamic and a very vibrant child. That is Himani Vaishnav. She is the CEO, Shrex Learning, e-learning platform, digital entrepreneur and a speaker. We extend her a very hearty welcome this afternoon for joining us. Let me share a couple of slides with all of you before we start today's program, because every day we have got a lot of people those join for the first time. Our chamber since 1994 dealing with the non-resident Indian world over, and at present the family has grown to almost 30 million. 3 crore Indians are abroad. They are in different countries, different time zones, doing different things. So our chamber tries to reach out every non-resident Indians, corporate and the government interface. We are focusing on services sector, and our basic objective is services exports. So when I talk about services exports, that means from India, how the services can be exported. And education is also one of the segment of services sector. We all know that during this lockdown, the thought process is affected, business is affected, physical and mental health is affected. Main part of the universe, education is deeply affected. We all know that. But well, we can understand 1.6 billion children, they're having a tough time. Parents are also having very, very tough time, because roughly half the world's student population, they are at present away from schools, colleges, and universities. But well, this phase will also, we will get over. India always believes in Vasudev Kutumbakam. Whatever I have got, I give it to you. Whatever I have got, I should share with you. It is a one world, one love, one family, all of us together world over. The new education policy has come. Heartiest congratulations to everybody in India, and particularly our deepest regards and gratitudes to Honorable Prime Minister of India, Shri Narendra Modi ji, and the Honorable Education Minister of India, Dr. Ramesh Pokhriyal Nishank, for giving India its new education policy 2020. And the best part of this education policy is now children can have a combination of their own choice, art, science, commerce, the tight compartments getting removed. And those want to become teacher 4 years, you got to be very seriously, because we need good teachers to empower our education system. And the GDP is 6% going to be spent on education. Certainly India is going to do a lot. We started this webinar series, Making Education Relevant, on World Environment Day. That's on 5th of June, water conservation, Jal Sanrakshan, because saving every drop of water is very, very important for all of us. So ladies and gentlemen, there are many people those go without water. There are going to be future crises of water. The whole world is going to face a lot of shortage of good water. And once we will not have water, there'll be misunderstanding, there'll be clashes, and there'll be a lot of difficulties world over. So children are at present at home. So parents, may we request you with the folding hands, give them the vision, share your vision, and let's save every drop of the water, whatever we can world over. Our chamber, right from 25th of March till 31st of July, we carried out a lot of survey research world over. And from 149 countries, what all we gathered, the new golden triangle and the new norm which has come and the new normal which has come for the world is, earlier B2B was known as business to business. Now it will be termed as back to basics. That means you got to live in minimum, you got to survive in minimum, you got to go only for essentials, no luxuries. Let's share with everybody whatever we have got. And for that matter, three things are very important. One is the food, second is health, and third is education. There's going to be a lot of synergy in these three, and these are going to be the three basic requirements for sustainable development of the humanity while empowering back to basics. When we talk from our chamber, we always say, let's come together for making education relevant. And it's a global confluence of educators, motivators, technocrats, counselors from world over. And we very strongly believe whatsoever human mind can conceive and believe, it can achieve. It's entirely up to you, how do you want to achieve that. So International Chamber for Service Industry extends you a very warm welcome. Come and be a part of our panel discussion. Be an individual panelist. You can send your suggestions at innovation@icsi.asia. At the same time, if you want to send a small brief WhatsApp, you are more than welcome. Now, when we talk about education, one of the prime focus is women empowerment, educating all girl child, because when you educate men, you are educating individual. When you are educating girl child and women, you are educating 7 next generations, because she's going to carry forward that to the subsequent generation world over. So ladies and gentlemen, while empowering women, while empowering education, while empowering entrepreneurship, this afternoon we extend from our chamber, ICSI, International Chamber for Service Industry, on behalf of all the non-resident Indians, those who have locked with us into the webinar, into this particular program from world over, we extend you a very hearty welcome. And let's meet today's most distinguished guest, Madam Himani Vaishnav. She is from Mumbai. She is a CEO of Shrex Learning. Shrex Learning is an edtech company by Shrex Group, is founded on the belief that the great learning should not be taken lightly and should be held to the highest possible standards. So well said. At Shrex, they curate our courses with elite curators from across the globe that are exclusive to our platform in the field of business, finance and economics, psychology, marketing, philosophy, technology, and much more. At Shrex, they focus on creating a handheld learning. This is a beautiful word, hand-held learning experience with pragmatic instruction design so that our learners are ready to face the challenges of life. So, ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of all of us from the entire world, the entire fraternity, the global community which has joined this particular program from different countries at different time zones, we extend a very hearty welcome to Madam Himani Vaishnav. A great welcome to you, young girl. You are a
Thank you
young
so much.
entrepreneur. We are so happy to have you on this program. And you can share your vision with us. When did you start this journey? How did you start your journey? What were you doing before this? And what message would you like to give to the entire younger generation world over? With that, Himani, now the world is yours, platform is yours, everything is yours. You want to talk, you want to show any presentation, you want to share any PPT, all yours the way you feel appropriate. With these words, ladies and gentlemen, I extend a very hearty welcome to this young child, young entrepreneur, while wishing her all the best for the future, Himani Vaishnav.
Thank you so much, sir, for such kind words. It really means a lot. And okay, so I'm Himani Vaishnav. I'm CEO of Shrex Learning. Talking about Shrex Learning, it is an online education platform where we collaborate with creators and come up with different kind of courses. We started this 4 months back. Basically, COVID happened and everyone was sitting at home, and everyone was trying to do different things. In a way, people got bored with their daily routine, and it was high time that they use this time to learn something and move ahead in life and in general as well. So we thought of creating courses and all that stuff because I had personal attachment to education from a very long time. So talking about my personal attachment, I'll say when I was 17, I started off as a writer, and then slowly I started building my own personality and I started building up my skills. And that's how I started, and I got in touch with Shrex Design, where I was working as a digital marketing executive, and that's how I began my career. And apart from this, I used to take up sessions for underprivileged kids where I used to teach them different concepts. Let's say sportsmanship or menstruation, how important it is for women or even girl child to know what menstruation is, because what I usually saw was when someone says menstruation, people run away, or even I've seen girls, running away or hiding stuff and all that things. So I was kind of shocked, but in a way I knew that's how society was teaching things. So I really wanted to change that perspective. So I took up this subject called menstruation and I thought of taking up a session on it. So to make sure that everyone is comfortable, I decided to take it with both the genders, male as well as female, so that even males get to know what exactly it is. But I could see even there was some sort of uncomfort and all that stuff was happening in and around. But then somehow these students started hearing me and they understood the difference between what goes, what's bad, and how menstruation really happens, what to do in these situations, and how you can take care of all your stuff and how you can maintain personal hygiene. So that's how I started, and I could see all the girls taking up steps and teaching at home, like they were educating their family, their parents, and all that stuff was happening. So I knew that if I personally start teaching up, there will be a lot of people who will join me and will create a huge impact. So that's how I started. At an early age itself, I realized that this sort of education is really needed to bring impact, because every little thing counts, every minute details. If you focus on it, it really changes a lot of things. So that's how I started. And slowly, when I grew up at Shrex Design, the Shrex group owners, that is Shreyas and Rex, suggested me to take up Shrex Learning and lead this company. Honestly, I was a bit scared because I'm too young and I really don't know how to handle this position, because there are a lot of stuff and I'm still, trying to maintain all these things. So it was a bit dicey for me, but then I thought, let's do this because someday I have to start. Someday someone has to take a step ahead. So I thought, why not me? And I took this up, and it has been 4 months, and we have tried to get a lot of courses. Right now, we have around 30 plus courses on our platform, and even on 15th August, we'll be launching more courses. So, talking about the courses that we are coming up with is majorly about subjects that are practically applicable in life, subjects that really teach you a lot of things. When you say psychology, you can learn psychology as an interest, but when you really start applying those things in your life, it can bring a lot of change. So psychology won't be just an academic subject. So this is how I started thinking, and I came up with a lot of different subjects that can actually help all the learners to practically solve all their problems and imply these knowledge. So that's how we began, and we have managed to come up with a lot of courses. And apart from this, we also thought of giving collab creators a chance to put up their content on a platform. So there are a lot of new people, raw talent that is coming, but nobody gives them a platform to showcase their talent. That's because they are newbie, or maybe they are not professional enough or something like that. So we thought, why not give them also a chance so that even they gain exposure and they can learn from their mistakes. So we thought of collaborating with creators, not just newbies, but also professional people. So there's a balance between both of these, and everybody can learn. Even the creators have a lot to learn on our platform. Not just creators, but even our employees. Even I am learning a lot in this whole period of taking Shrex learning ahead. So that's how things are happening as of now. And we have managed to get a lot of different courses, and we are getting a really good response. And we are getting good feedback that those things that we are putting up on our platform is really helping all the people. And when I say people, they are not just students who are going studying in school or colleges, but also people who are actually working or are trying to look up for a job. So this is the right time, to brush up their skills and maybe add extra skills in their resume so that they can get good jobs ahead, they can get good opportunities ahead. So that's how things are happening, and we have managed to get around a good number of students as of now, a good number of learners, and we are getting great response. So that's how Shrex Learning is working right now. Apart from Shrex Learning, I have a lot of different plans. The vision is majorly to impact billions of lives. When I say billions of lives, it is not that simple, of course. In a short span of time, we really cannot do it. But I'm very sure within coming years, I'll definitely make sure that me and my team reaches out to all these people, and via this we can help a lot of underprivileged kids as well. We can come up with workshops, we can plan foundational courses that can really help these people. So that's the main goal, reaching out to a lot of people, especially the poor kids as well, who don't get a chance to study or learn or move ahead in life. So we really want to make sure that when we impact each and every child, each and every family in a way that their future is secure and they can actually face all the problems that are coming. So even when we say securing your future, nobody knew that there will be corona and will be under lockdown for 4 months. Nobody knew that teachers have to change from classroom to having a Zoom call and having sessions online and all that. So it was really tough for teachers to change from physical teaching to digital teaching. So that really showed everyone that there's a lot coming in ahead and nobody knows what's going to happen. So it's best to prepare from our end so that everything that comes we can really face it and we can get through it smoothly. So even when it comes to technology, we really want to make sure that when it comes to technology, everything is taught to them, be it coding, be it just operating a laptop or just using phone to reach out to a lot of people. Because right now what we see is if a student has just a phone in his hand, he can do a lot. His talent can be reached out to a lot of people just by having a Facebook session or maybe conducting courses or maybe coming up on YouTube. And there are many more options that have opened up this time. So that's a really good thing to go ahead with. So overall in education, we are trying to come up with lot many different courses, lot many opportunities for creators as well as students and learners so that everybody goes and grows together, because that's a major point as you mentioned in your PPT as well, that If you have something, you should share it, and it can reach out to a lot of people, and even minute change can bring a lot of impact. So that's what we are also trying to do, and we are trying to make sure that we reach out to a goal and reach to a lot many people and impact their lives in some or the other way.
Good. Mani, you're doing a wonderful job, beta. You have taken initiative. We are proud of you. I want every girl to be empowered, every girl child to be empowered. They should do very well in life. And have you thought of that you should get closer to somewhere Ministry of Skill Development and Entrepreneurship, because they have got lots of programs and they can financially support your programs. All the children, like you mentioned, something very noble cause, some less privileged children, underprivileged children, which you took so early at your life. So, have you approached the ministry? Do you know the procedure?
So yes, about the ministry procedure that you're talking about, we have tried to reach out to people as well. We have few connections, and we are trying to reach out so that our courses can be put up there as well. So yeah, that is in talks. We are trying to reach out. If it happens, then that's really good.
Okay. If you need any support in any sector skill council, there are separate sector skill councils in the ministry. You need not to go to the main ministry because that's the administrative part. But
Right.
what they have done further is they have made sector skill councils. Like there is a sector skill council, let's take it for media entertainment. There's a sector skill council for wellness. There's a sector skill council for health. There's a sector skill council for entrepreneurship. So if you want more girls to become entrepreneur, you want to give a training, then the ministry through this sector skill council gives the money, and that money can come to your organization, to your center, to your setup, and then you can empower many other girl children with a focus on girl child. If you want to do that, any course you can think on this planet that is being supported by the Ministry of Skill Development and Entrepreneurship, and I can put, rather our chamber can put you across. You can speak to Dr. Chitra ma'am, she can support you, and she can give you the idea that how to get the money from the sector skill council, how to get it for a particular course. And now during this COVID-19, everything is digital, so you need not to walk anywhere. The paperwork is also digital, your entire networking is also digital. Your Okay, you mentioned initially something about digital marketing. I want to understand what did you learn in that. And you also made a mention initially that you were interested about some writing work, or you used to write something. So share something that also.
Sure, sure, sure. So, firstly, I'll definitely get in touch with Chitra ma'am on the point that you mentioned, so that we can reach out in a faster way. So, thank you so much for that. Secondly, how you mentioned about digital marketing. So, even digital marketing, I started off early because I had this interest in all social media platforms and how engagement is happening. Because all we saw usually was people coming to a session where 100 people are sitting on the chairs and we are presenting ourselves. But then via digital media, I could see a lot of things changing, a lot of things happening. Like I can sit at home and still reach out to 1 lakh people, or I can get 1 lakh people to see my content within just 1 hour. So I really wanted to know how these things are happening. So that's how I started my digital marketing journey. So to begin with that, I did some of the courses. I studied online, and then I started taking up clients, how I can reach my clients to a lot of people. So when I took up clients, I took up different clients. So let's say I took one who owned a restaurant, then one who was into teaching itself, a preschool. Basically, I tried to promote their content. Then I promoted jewelry stuff, and then I went to builders and all that stuff. So it kept happening. Then I started learning advertising, how advertising works, how I can impact people with just one emotion, how can I relate to people, and how my advertisement can bring change. How can I make sure that anybody, any person purchases the product and why they are purchasing. So I was very curious about knowing all these things. So that's how I started. I read up a lot of books on advertising. Like I used to sit in library and read up books on how advertising happened, how Ogilvy is working, and how other advertising agencies are working. So I just started off that way, and then Shrex Design really helped me because everyone there itself were helping me out on every little problems, every little issues that I was facing. If let's say I had some confidence issues, they were making sure that I face the fear. I used to take up calls of clients. I'm sure I must have messed up a lot of times, but then that's how you learn. So that's how I started, and I started enjoying this. And then I took up
How
right.
how good you are at digital marketing? You consider yourself, if one is the minimum and 10 is the maximum, and there are different, like there's a Facebook, there is a Instagram, then there is a LinkedIn, then there's a Twitter, and there are different modes, because you
Yeah.
youngsters know so many tools for the digital marketing. So how comfortable you are and how equipped you are?
So I am expert in Instagram. I'm expert at YouTube marketing. I'm expert at Facebook marketing. I'm expert at LinkedIn marketing as well as Pinterest. So I have done all these five social media apps. I've read up everything. I just know how the algorithm works, how the interface works, how advertising is done, and everything. So if you tell me to rate myself, that would be something really. I mean, I cannot judge, but I'll say I'm still at 6 or 7 because I'm really learning new techniques as well, how things are changing. I'm keeping myself updated with all the new things that are coming in. Let's say on Instagram, there's coming reels and all that stuff. So I'm keeping myself updated side by side. I'm also learning how to make advertisements, those big advertisements in small ways and all that. So yeah, I'm still learning. I'm always going to be a learner. So I really cannot say that I'm pro at it.
Okay. In writing, do you do
Mhm.
blogging also, beta? You
Yes,
do
yes, yes.
blogging also?
Yeah, right.
Are you
So
proud of?
yeah, I'm a blogger. I write as well. It's basically my hobby.
Okay.
Again,
What skills are required to become a good blogger?
okay, so again, clarity of the topic is really important. What topic you are talking about. Then before writing up for a topic, what I usually do is I observe. That is my way personally because again, blogging was something that I started when I was in my college. So I started writing on life and psychology because I used to observe how people work. I used to observe how people are thinking, what they are thinking, how difficult it is to overcome their problems. So I used to see in college that students are not opening up when teachers are asking something, they aren't even raising their hands, but they know the answer for sure. So, and they used to tell me, oh, Himani, I knew this answer, but I couldn't share this. So I was like, why? And I got curious about that as well. So I used to communicate with all my friends in college. I used to think about the topic, and that's how I decided certain categories that I can really write. So, firstly, your interest really matters. What really interests you? Clarity of thought really matters. If let's say you are taking a section, like for example, I took life. So in life, what really matters to you and how you can think about it, how sure you are about that particular category. Then you go into topics. When you go into topics, there are a lot of things. Apart from writing, there are other factors as well that matters, like how long the blog has to be, how short the blog has to be. Will people really read this way? Will the writing style has to be personal or it has to be professional or it has to be a third party talking to people? So that all these things really matter. So that's how I started. I have my own website right now. That's again my hobby. It's called Vibes Within, where we
Share your website. What is your website? Share it.
sure,
Share.
sure, sure, sure.
Okay.
I'll do it.
You can share on the Facebook also. Let people know. I want more and more people should know what Himani is doing, because at such
I'll
early age you have done so much. God bless you. We are so you have got vibes.in.
yes.
Vibes within. Okay.
Yeah, vibes within.
Vibes.
So
Vibes
yeah,
within.
so
Okay.
it basically talks about every vibe, be it positive, negative. Every vibe is really important because that's how we are. That's how human work. So even negative vibes are really important because I personally feel once you get negative vibe, you can actually make out what problems you're facing, how you can overcome this, and then you can reach to positive vibes. So that's how I started. And right now, even on Vibes Within platform, there are other 10 authors who are writing. So we are giving chances to all the people to come up and enroll themselves and they can write their blogs on our platform. So that's how Vibes Within is working.
See, at such a young age, you're so focused and you have learned so much. I was just wondering, 20-year-old girl, having learned so much, so many things you have picked up, so many experiences. So, whom would you like to give credit this for?
So there are a lot of people actually. I won't say one person as such. I'll firstly say all my experiences, all the ups and downs that I have seen myself, be it one small failure or something like that. And apart from that, there are very close friends of mine, there's family, there's a lot of people, but majorly Shrex group has really helped me out a lot. Personally, Shreyash and Rex have helped me out in a different way altogether. They have taught me a lot of things when it comes to facing fears, impacting people, how I can go ahead with it, and all that stuff. So these two people have really helped me out a lot. So if we talk about someone who has actually helped me a lot, I'll say these two people are really important.
Okay, so you feel the new education policy which has come in India, the new education policy which has been announced, where right from the sixth class, the coding has been now added,
Yeah.
and the barriers of arts, commerce, and science has been removed. Now the science student can take music also, can take fashion technology also. You can do up to fifth standard in your hometown and at your own place in your mother tongue, in your own language also. The breakfast also being included now in the midday meal. The earlier lunch was coming. Then in the right to education, the earlier age profile was different. Now it goes up to 18. And then also besides that, internship, vocational, and skills have been brought right from the sixth standard. And you're going to one particular company, one particular factory, one particular corporate house will also be a part of your scoring marks and all. Your syllabi getting reduced, your curriculum at that theoretical getting reduced. How happy you are with the new education policy?
Oh, the day I got to know that Mr. Narendra Modi tweeted, I was like, I really want to see what's happening because honestly, we never got a chance to choose subject of our own. Maybe it can be from arts or it can be from science. We never got this chance. So I was like, I want to see what's upcoming for the current generation and the next generation. What are they opening up to? So I saw that coding is being added in fourth standard. So I really wanted to know why it is added at such an early age. And I got to know that coding firstly is really important right now because there's a huge scope out there. Apart from this, when you start learning something from an early age, then your skills can be developed really fast. Plus, your interest into that particular subject increases because right now, if you ask me to learn coding, I'll be like, no, I don't want to do it because I never belong to science background or technology background. So for me, I'll be in this mindset that no, I don't want to
Dilemma.
do it. Yeah, and
Still in dilemma. Yes.
I'll be very skeptical that no, I don't want to learn it. So this is really a very strong initiative as coding is being implemented from fourth standard itself. And the moment we got to know this, we started looking up for creators who can come up with coding chapters and coding sessions so that students can already start learning about it because curiosity is something that's going to develop every now and then. And the moment NEP has been implemented, I'm sure a lot of students will start thinking beyond what they are thinking, beyond their imagination. So that's something really good I liked about coding. Apart from this, I was impressed with how anyone can take up any subject and they can major it in it. And I was like, wow, like this is something if we got an opportunity, even we would have loved to do this. And this is how, their mindset and everything will change. They'll open up more and there will be a lot of things for them to explore. And the moment every student starts learning these things, the scope of India as well develops. Like there will be a huge difference of, let's say, maybe this will take a time to settle in, maybe 5 years or more than that, because even teachers have to get used to it. So it's a bit difficult for teachers for sure because they have to clean up a lot of things. They have to change the syllabus. They have to prepare for the students. So this time it is challenging for both teachers as well as students as both have to learn. So that is something, I won't say it's a downside for teacher, but it's a bit trouble for them. But that's how even teachers will learn. So maybe after 5-10 years, India will see a huge development and there will be more opportunities opening up. So when it comes to NEP, I'm personally really, really happy with how it has turned out. I'm sure teachers will also bring in changes and will support the government, for taking this ahead. And yeah, so personally, NEP has been a boon to everyone.
Okay. As an entrepreneur, as a
Mhm.
girl, how hardworking you are.
Okay, it's like, okay, this question, I mean, I won't say that I'm very hardworking. I just try to manage. So when I started off, I was facing issues in managing time and managing my studies as well as my work and all that stuff. So it was tough for me, but then I started writing down. So I have the habit of writing since 8th standard. So I used to write every time. So that habit was there in me. But then I started listing down the high priority work. So I make sure I list down as high priority, medium priority, and low priority. So that's how I, maintain my all the tasks for the day, and I made sure that by end of the day I at least finish up 70% of it, because 100% is not really possible according to me right now, because there's a lot of thing happening. I have call schedules, and out of nowhere I'll have someone else to talk to me, and then household courses, of course, because it's lockdown, so I have to help here as well. So to spend or manage all this, I'm trying to maintain task sheets. I'm trying to prioritize which is important and which is less important, and that's how I'm taking ahead my whole schedule. So I, when it comes to ranking myself, how hardworking I am, I'm still struggling, but I'm sure I'll make it, because I really want to. My goal is really huge. So till I reach there, I'm gonna work really, really hard.
How supportive are your parents to your cause?
Sorry, I'll come again.
How supportive are your parents to your cause?
Oh, they are very supportive. So actually, my family background is into teaching as well. So teaching has been something that's going on from very long time. So my parents are very supportive, but even right now, they were like, "Go ahead, do this. You learn something." So parents are really supportive. Apart from that, they help me out with a lot of things. There are of course arguments where I'm telling them, "No, this has to be this way or that has to be that way." But again, that's how they were taught. So I really cannot change their whole perspective about it. But they do understand what I'm doing, and they trust me to do the right thing. So when it comes to supporting and trust, I have 100% support from them.
Wonderful, wonderful. What message would you like to give to all girl child world over, those who want to be focused? Because generally what happens is at your age, boys and girls, they are roaming around, they are moving around, they are socializing, they are spending so much of time. Yes, socializing is also very important, but at the same time, to remaining focused, what is your ultimate mission in life, Himani? What do you want to do in life?
So basically, I really want to make sure that a lot of learners get what they are looking for. Because when we were studying, when I saw underprivileged kids, I was really disheartened that there's very limited doors open for us or for underprivileged kids when it comes to girl child learning and all that. So there were very limited doors open, because every time there was a barricade that no, you cannot do this, no, you cannot do that. But luckily, my family never did that. We were all treated equally, and in fact, and my family, girls are considered, ahead of boys. They say that girls will reach out to a lot of people, and girls know how to handle family as well as work. So they are so that way. I was never, taught to discriminate that way. So I really didn't know. But when I taught other students, and when I saw that girls are facing issues, I felt really bad. So I just want to make sure that in my whole journey, I reach out to as many people as possible, and this gender discrimination goes away. Like, even women can do what men can do, and even men can do what women can do. So, and there has to be a logical approach to this, because every time it is considered that women are weak, women are emotionally weak or something. But no, women are much more powerful, because a woman gives birth to a child, which is something really huge. I mean, there's a lot of pain that happens. Apart from this, women handles the house, make sure everybody is tight and secured, and apart from that, she is also leading a professional life. So women are doing a lot, and in a way, there are a lot of credits that is not given to women. So I personally feel in my whole journey, I want to not just empower women but also men, that if you decide to do something, you're definitely going to do it. You just have to be consistent, and you just have to make sure that you have faith in yourself. And there will be ups and downs. There will be times where you will feel, I just want to quit, because even I have this, like there are certain times where I feel no, I cannot do it. But after an hour or so, something happens that is telling me no, just continue. You'll explore, you'll learn, and you'll do more. So that's how I am doing. So just be consistent. Be consistent at least for 3 to 4 months. You'll get an idea of where you're going, where you're headed, and then you can check the pros and cons and how you want to take it ahead. So at least be consistent for 4 months. This is what I'll urge everyone to follow, be it girl or a boy. And for women, I just want to say you all are doing great work. Every woman is doing a lot. Be it menstruation, be it fighting, be it learning, be it leading companies and crossing all the barricades. It is something that is really great. So I want to see more women, and even I want to see that I am capable of bringing change, and I am capable of impacting. Even from this session, if one girl or one woman says that okay fine, if she is doing it, I'll also do, I'll be very helpful, and I would personally like to talk to them and help them in a way or so. So that's my thing.
Wonderful. You have been sent to us by a very meaningful lady, that is Madam Pratibha Mishra. And I hold her in a very great respect because she is doing a commendable work. Now, I want to take few commitments from you.
Yes.
Number one, you will try and help other girl child, those are interested to become entrepreneurs the best possible way. You will support them, you will guide them.
Definitely.
Our chamber through Dr. Chitra Kapoor would give you all inputs whatsoever you need. We will tell you where from the government you can get the money for skilling so that children need not to spend the money. What are the various policies of the government, how you can be supported, what all can be given, what are the central government policies, what are the state government policies, and maybe some NGOs and maybe some non-resident Indians, everybody can get closer. So that is the first part. I would request you. You must help some other girl child wherever you are in touch with or they are in contact with you, maybe in your immediate neighborhood, community, place, or wherever you are in touch with. That's one. Number two,
Definitely.
I want to take a commitment from you. Every evening we take a webinar from 7 to 8 p.m. Every evening, 7 to 8 p.m. And our chamber is a very unique. There is no Indian member. It's all foreigners, that is non-resident Indians. We are helping and trying that more and more non-resident Indians should adopt children in India in their education empowerment, schools, buildings, whatsoever can be done. Now, Corona has brought technology empowerment, whatsoever best can be done. So together in that journey, I need your support. Number one, I've already given you women empowerment, you will do it, and we will support you on that, whatsoever way you want. Second part is, you will bring 100 people every evening through your network because you're in social marketing. I'm not telling you more than 100. I'm just giving you a target of 100 because first I want to see if you do a good job and if you do a good work. Our chamber would like to take you international platform on a different platforms, and slowly and gradually we will work out, because my aim is and our objective is, like yesterday we had 13-hour program on the World Youth Day, 13-hour non-stop program at the age of 70. Now if you look at me, I'm working so hard because I enjoy, I'm passionate, I want to help my children and my grandchildren world over. Whosoever it is, it doesn't make a difference. So let us bring and increase our networking through social media the best possible way. And the last
Definitely.
part,
Yeah.
is how we can take your message. The day you give me 100 girls under women empowerment as an entrepreneur, I will put up your show live before UNESCO in United States in New York. That's the way we will work out, and we will tell them, here are the 100 women empowerment rule, and we will work out the whole strategy through Mr. Eric, who is the UNESCO head in India, and Mr. Omar, who is the education head in India. We will work out the entire strategy for you. And I'm thankful to Madam Pratibha Mishra that she brought you this evening on this platform. You're such a focused child, you're such a bright child, and you're such a sincere child. We wish and we pray to Almighty all the good success for your venture. You should do well in life, spread your fragrance, spread your happiness, and spread your intellectual cerebrum to all the girl child in India, in communities, in societies, world over, so that more and more people are empowered. Finally, give one final message for all girl child, wherever they are, and post your email and mobile number in this so that people can reach you.
Yeah, I'll do it right away.
Because I want people should reach you. Those are focused, those are serious, those are interested. And ladies and gentlemen, like this, we want to get more and more girl child under women empowerment. And also, we are working on water conservation. Those are watching this program world over. Anybody who has got an idea how to save water, every drop of the water, let's come together, let's work together, let's plan together, and let's think together. And all of us, while wishing Himani Vaishnav this afternoon a grand success, a great success, a future success, and you should do well. And our chamber would support you wholeheartedly. Whatever you want to do, we will be just next to you, child. And Dr. Chitra Kapoor will support you, will give you all the valuable inputs. God bless you. Digital way, I send you my blessings right from here, and you should be happy. You should spread your intellectual capital world over to everyone. Thank you.
Thank you
Thanks.
so much, sir.
Thank you, beta. Thank you.
Thank you so much. I've
God
already put up my email ID as well as my contact number.
bless.
I urge everyone to, ping me on WhatsApp or maybe email me. So we can communicate and let's see how we can collaborate, be it anyone. And to all the females and all the girl child out there, just do whatever you want to do. You're gonna make it for sure. So
Wonderful.
there will be rough patches, but you're gonna make it.
I'm so happy. I'm so happy. So even I am going to take care of now your vision, and you are going to take care of the universe. God
Awesome.
bless,
So
beta. God bless.
thank you
Thank
so
you.
much.